Let me cook on these motherfuckers, man. Let me cook on these motherfuckers. Everybody always talking about a race war is gonna happen, and you don't want a race war. We got all the power and this and that. It just shows you this. It shows you how much white America is deceived. I'm gonna say it again for the last fucking time, and I'm not addressing this shit no more. Because if you don't get it, I don't give a fuck. Black people are not going to win a race war, and neither are white people. And I'm going to tell you why. Because the so-called white people think that the elite are for them. But the elite only make the so-called white people think that they are for you so they can separate you from black people and all average citizens, working citizens of other races. You are not a part of the elite. You are not Jay-Z. You are not Beyonce. You are not Michael Jordan or whoever is a part of that club. You're not them. Which means you don't own no bombs. You don't own all this stuff that the elite got power to deal with. All you got is a couple handguns in your fucking closet somewhere. That's it. But even if let's just say white America went against a black America and white America so-called won, right? You still didn't win the real war, dummy. Because the real war is the people that's trying to depopulate you. Put poison and cancer in your food. Programming your kids to be certain things. Programming your kids to be gay and all this other shit. That is the war, dummies. So all this, if there's a race war, it's going to be this or that. You are in a race war, dummy. They've been using race to divide you motherfuckers. You're in a war, you don't even see it. That's how smart they are. And that's how stupid the average person is. They want y'all to go against each other, dummy. You don't even know who the war is really against. That's the fucking problem. Not just them, it's black people too. That's why black people if they attack or anything like that, they're attacking the average citizen, not the elite. Because just like so-called white America, black America has been programmed or tricked or deceived or whatever word you want to use to ignore the elite and fight each other and go against each other, dummies. So shout out to that one racist woman a while back that said, you don't want no war, you shoot your gun sideways and this and that. You dumb racist bitch. The Illuminati don't give a fuck about you unless you're a part of that, which I don't think you are. The Illuminati care more about Jay-Z and other black people who are a part of their so-called regime more than your stupid racist ass dumb bitch. Stupid motherfuckers. Always think it's the black guy or always think it's the white guy, this or that. It's the fucking elite, you dummies. It's not your average person. It's just unfortunate that the average person has been duped into believing that it's the other average person of this race or that race instead of the elite. But all this, if the race war does happen, we're going to win and this and that. Why? Because you think that the elite are you? You're not the elite. And guess what? The elite have black people in it, Chinese people in it, Mexican people in it, all that. The elite care about their own, not you motherfuckers. That's why they killing us off, dummies. Gotta be the realest video I've ever made. And it probably won't get no airtime. And motherfuckers gonna go right back to doing the dumb shit they do because you don't got that spiritual eye, bro. You ain't gonna win no race war because the war is it's not about race. The war is about you versus the elite that you think are your friends. Hold on for a second. Stupid ass police. Always fucking with somebody in the way or some shit. Man, go away. Damn. These people think that they the ones that own the bombs and they the ones that got all the power and run the world. You don't run shit. If you're a white dude that's not in the Illuminati, you ain't running shit. Sit your ass down somewhere and make friends with the people that you need to be making friends with so you don't get ruled over, you dummy. Stupid motherfuckers, bro. And if you're a black person, yeah, there's privilege and this and that going on, and this person got this much time versus that person, but who's really pulling the strings? It's not the average white person that you see driving by you or something. They may be racist, true or not. Some people may be, but they're not the ones that's pulling these strings, man. It's the elite. It's always been the elite. They sit back laughing at y'all fight over each other. Let them go ahead and have a race war. We're going to sit back and watch and laugh and watch them destroy each other. And we still going to rule over. And in fact, they're going to make it easier because it's going to be less population, which is the whole goal in the first place. Depopulate so they're easier to control because it's getting too many of them. They might actually get smart and use their fucking brains and realize that it's us that's doing them wrong. They might actually do that. But nope. Motherfuckers would rather focus on the small shit, which is black, white. That's small shit, you dummies. That's small shit. That is not the big issue. It amazes me how people could point out problems in the world, but then resort to black or white, instead of resorting to who's causing these problems. I seen a video today. If everybody's saying that you're a problem and every race saying you're a problem, then you're the problem. Listen. Your culture this, your culture that. Guess what? Your culture is the culture that's paying these people to make this music and shit. Somebody like me be like, look, man, I don't want to make no negative music. I just want to be a rapper to make positive music for my people. Nope. You know why? Because we can't have that. We can't have these black people start thinking and being better and doing better because they might overtake us. So, since I'm the white man or Jewish man that owns the music industry, I'm going to only let people in who make toxic music. But a racist motherfucker will tell you that this culture shit is strictly black people and it has nothing to do with the so-called masters behind the scenes pulling the strings and have the money to distribute all this shit out here. How can you say, I don't like my kids listening to rap music, but ignore the people who distributes the shit out to America? How? How can you be that dumb or racist, man? That's just music. They do the same thing with race. Making you think you gotta be in a race war or fight against each other. This is what they do, and you dumb motherfuckers don't get it, man. Because you're looking at it on a small level, black and white. Ooh, I'm so smart. Motherfuckers say they so smart, my IQ's better than yours, black person. But you can't even figure out the fact that you're in war with somebody who looks like you that rules over everybody. And all you think about is black and white, but you're so smart, huh? I'm not even the smartest motherfucker in the jar, dog. But I realize that these motherfuckers who rule the world are the issue. I thought you were smart. I thought you were so smart. What happened? If there is a race war, the black people not going to win, the white people not going to win. The elite are going to win, and the elite are made of all races, motherfucker. Stupid motherfuckers. The elite is made up of all races. That racist white lady that make them videos on TikTok. You don't want a race war because if it happens, you shoot a gun sideways. You dumb bitch. You're not part of the elite. You're not the elite. They don't give a fuck about you. They care about Jay-Z, Beyonce, and other black people that are in that Illuminati more than they do your dumb ass. And you don't own no bombs. You don't control the world. They got the so-called average white people believing that they rule the world. No, you don't. You're not the elite. You don't run shit. You're no different than the black person. They just got you believing that you're safe. You're safe, Johnny. You not like Tawan, you're safe. We're not putting poison in your food. Only black people. How they gonna just? They could just like we're gonna send malt liquor over here and this over there for the most part, but it's not gonna work because even their own people gonna get the wrath of this shit. They cannot dictate where all the meat and shit is going to. Like we just gonna make sure it goes all the way over to the black people and no white people can get it. Shut the fuck up. You're stupid. You are a stupid person if you think that this elite Illuminati shit cares about you because you're white, you dumb motherfucker. Dumb. And I laugh at your ass. I know the house is on fire. But I trust God. And I see through all they bullshit. Y'all don't. Yeah, the race war's gonna happen. We gonna win. You ain't gonna win shit because you're not a part of the elite. You're just gonna depopulate. Let's just say you got rid of all black people on earth. Which will never happen because you can't. You can't get rid of the black gene. It's impossible. But let's just say you did for sake of argument. Now you gotta deal with the elite. You gonna join them or not? You gonna what do they call it? You gonna send sacrifices of idols up to their God? You gonna sleep with little children to their God? Huh? If not, guess what? Slave, white slave, you're gonna be a fucking slave, just like you are now. Cause you're not a part of the elite, you dumb, stupid motherfuckers. You're not the elite, dog. If you think on the surface of black and white, you're thinking on a small ass surface when it comes to the shit that we dealing with. They want you to think on that small ass surface of black or white. They don't want you to think outside of the box of black or white. Because then you start to think and realize how they maneuver and do their little tricks and games to rule over you stupid motherfuckers. Oh, there's some country boys just waiting in the wings when the race war happens and this and that. Yeah, they're going to shoot, they're going to kill people who are average people just like them, and then they still got to deal with the elite Illuminati. Still. The people who own the bombs and all that shit, you still going to have to deal with them. Stupid motherfucker. You still got to deal with them. And if you're not willing to sleep with children and all that shit they do, drink blood and all that, well, you're not a part of them, bro. Off with your head, motherfucker. Guess it didn't matter. Your whiteness didn't save you then, did it? It ain't gonna save you, dummy. When it really get real, did it save you when COVID happened? Did you being white save your ass from COVID, motherfucker? No. Your ass still had to comply just like me. Because they still rule over you just like me. Just like they rule over me, they rule over you. So all this race war shit is stupid. It's not going to mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, they are winning the race war by making you racist against each other. Stupid motherfuckers. But you so smart and intelligent. I can't tell. You don't have a spiritual eye. You might be smart man-wise, but not spiritually. That's why you don't see it. Black fatigue, black fatigue, black fatigue. But I'm going to ignore all the shit that the elite do because they look like me. I'm just going to ignore every fucking thing the elite do because they look like me. I don't got fatigue from that. It's from black people. It sounds like to me you getting fatigue from the elite, because they the ones setting all these traps for you. But you're so intelligent. White men claim they so intelligent, but you can't sniff out all the traps that the elite set for you. You rather say it's a black person, that issue that's making your life this or that. You stupid motherfucker. Stupid. No brain. You might be educational, but you have no brain. It's clear. It's clear as day. Let's stick to rap music for a second, because I love to touch on this topic. If I was like the average white guy that's not thinking with his brain and only thinks on the black and white surface, I would ignore the fact, there's a lot of black rappers that are basically programming and leading black women and men to slaughter, right? Now I'm going northern and they successful. I'd be one of the stupid black people who don't have a spiritual eye. Nah, you just hating because you don't think a black person could be successful and this and that. And you know what they say. I would be like one of them and ignore it, but I don't. So if I ever had kids, I wouldn't say don't listen to rap. I'm going to tell you what it's there for. I'm going to tell you why they put it there for. And I'm going to tell you why rap went from a positive message to that could uplift people and make people come together to this drink lean and leaning over shit and all this bullshit and sleep with how many women you can sleep with and how many men you can play and all this shit. But see, the average racist or dumbed down pea-brain white dude, because it mainly be them, they're going to say it's the black culture, right? It's just a black person doing this shit, right? But there's somebody who's funding the black people to do this shit. Meaning black people are selling out. They ain't got a pot to piss in. I need to get money. I need to get that bag. So I'm going to rap about toxic bullshit. And that's wrong, right? I get that part. The black person is wrong in that situation, right? But the big elephant in the room got to be addressed first. Why? Because the big elephant in the room is the one that has the power and the money to distribute all this poison around the whole world. And guess who that is? It's not no black person who owns the music industry, what do they call it? Interscope and all that. Only maybe one person that might be up there, and that's probably Jay-Z. But what happened before Jay-Z even got to that surface? Who owned it? See, this is what I don't like about racist America. Racist white America. You know damn well that it's white men that are it's been documented and exposed. We only gonna let bad rap in the gates. We the gatekeeper, so we only gonna distribute bad rap. So we can put more of these black kids, black people in jail and shit. Why don't white men who got a problem with all this black culture shit, why don't you address these white men who are paying for this so-called black culture first? Huh? I'll wait. Hypocritical motherfuckers. Remember, I didn't say that the rapper is not, or I didn't say the rapper's innocent. I just need to address the big elephant in the room first. Because how can I stop the problem? Because I can say rappers don't rap, blah, blah, blah. But there's still a motherfucker that's giving people money and not allowing. And first of all, why should a rapper not have to rap? Shouldn't they be able to rap about positive shit if they want to and get in just like the ones who rap about toxic shit? But we know that's not going to happen. Why? Because there's people who's preventing that. So I'm going to just say it like this. All you racist motherfuckers that got a problem with your so-called little white kids listening to lean and this and that and blah, blah, blah. You motherfuckers are going to attack the black rapper first and ignore the so-called white superpowers who only allow this type of music because they think it's only, let me just finish, who only allows this type of music to come in, or should I say be put out. We're only going to fund the toxic shit. Why don't white men have a problem with those white guys? Why you only got a problem with the rapper? See, you think on a surface level. You only think of the small guy. You only pick on the small guy, the black guy, the white guy, whatever. You never go after the big boss. Because a lot of y'all don't have a problem with the problems in the world. You just have a problem with the race in the races in the world. The races of people in the world. If you really had a problem with the problems in the world, you would attack the people that you know are causing these problems. And another thing, these people own boats and bring guns and drugs to the communities. And a lot of white people die from hard drugs. I have yet to see a white person, especially the racist ones, the guys. Let me put it like this. I have yet to see the ones that blame black people for this and that. I have yet to see you say, you know what about the white men that bring these drugs on these boats and that are actually helping all these white people who have died from these hard drugs? When you gonna hold them accountable? Just wondering. Or have died from cancer because they putting shit in our food and our air. Just wondering when you gonna hold these people accountable, man. I'm just wondering. Racist motherfuckers. Racist white America. I'm wondering when you gonna hold them people accountable, man. I'm wondering. When are you going to say, you know what, there's a group of white men who rule the world that are putting poison and cancer in people's food, that are funding rappers to rap about shit that's getting to my white teen daughters and sons, right? Because they won't let the good black rappers in. They're blackballing them. Nope, you gotta sleep with men, or you gotta drink some blood, or you gotta kill somebody or something, or you're not getting in, black rapper, right? Because I own the fucking music industry. I'm the white man with the power to dictate if you're going to get good rapping here or not. We want to put more of y'all in prison and shit. We've already established this in the 90s. We remember that, right? When the racist white man going to point at that motherfucker? I'm just wondering. I'm wondering when is the racist white man going to hold the white man accountable? When? That's all I'm asking. Do that. I hold the black rapper accountable, but I understand that there's somebody who with more power that's actually paying these motherfuckers to sell out. Yes, the black rapper is wrong for selling out, but there's somebody who's funding them to, you can't get in this game. You can't feed your children with this rap music unless you start rapping about bullshit. Remember, hip hop used to be different. It was empowering black people and shit. But the elite can't have that because they're scared of that. They're scared of empowered people. They want y'all to be sheep. And all y'all race war. You in a race war. They've already made you races against each other. So again, racist white men or ignorant white men who think that you are running this world. You're not running shit because you're not a part of the elite. All you got is some guns. You ain't got no bombs and shit. You're not the elite, dog. So even if you wiped out every black person on earth, right? Still got to do it. You still got to deal with the elite. You gonna sacrifice children and drink blood and shit? You gonna do all that shit to join the elite? If not, guess what? Off with your head. Your white privilege didn't matter, motherfucker. You thought they was your friend. That's the problem with white America. You think the Illuminati or the elite is your friend, and really they probably like people like me, Jay-Z and them. They probably on their side way more than you because you're not a part of their elite. You didn't put in no work. You didn't sacrifice, murder people, drink blood and all that shit, dummies. It's not about black or white, dumbass. It's about the elite versus everybody else. Stupid motherfuckers. But you so smart though. Oh, black person dumb. It sounds like you the dumb motherfucker. Low IQ. You have no spiritual eye. Yeah, you're smart on the book paper, man-made intelligence, but you have no God-made intelligence. That's why you're too stupid to see that it's not about no black person that's doing this shit to you. They fooled you motherfuckers. To make you believe it's the black person. It's really them. The people who look just like you, motherfucker. Look in the mirror. The people who look just like you are the ones that's doing all this shit you cry about every day and blame it on black people. Just like you tell black people, look in the mirror. You have no problem telling black people look in the mirror, but your ass won't look in the mirror. I look in the mirror. That's why I don't do shit the other average black people do. I represent a black person in the right way, as best to my ability. I see the shit that black people can improve on, so I take it and I put it to myself and I improve as a person. Now, when are you going to do it? Waiting. Still waiting. And I'm so glad that there's so many white men who actually get this shit. I was surprised today. I've seen a lot of them that actually are attacking you racist motherfuckers. I was starting to think, damn, it's all white men, man. They really got them all fooled. But no, there's some white dudes that get it. They smart. They got a spiritual eye. But you other motherfuckers, you're stupid. You claim you so smart. You're so much smarter than the black person. But yet you can't even figure out that you're getting killed by the elite, you stupid dummy. Stupid motherfuckers. We all getting killed by the elite. It's not no fucking black or white. You're thinking on a surface level. It's not black or white. It's not rich or poor. It's not gender, woman or man. That's another thing they get y'all on. Hate the women. All women are bad. All men are bad. That's another way to divide y'all motherfuckers. Y'all eat it up like fucking chocolate cookies, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. If you think every black person is what they have programmed you to believe, you're a stupid motherfucker. Because I'm one of them that can prove to you that's bullshit. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I haven't missed work in like 14 years. I don't have a bunch of baby mamas running around this motherfucker. Now what? And I come from the same area. No, I'm not no fucking suburban black kid. I come from the same area in the same place where you would call the N-word. Because I'm really no different than them. Only one thing, I use my brain, motherfucker. Oh, it didn't have nothing to do with my black skin, did it? Nope, it's the brain. So when are you going to use yours? Because if you don't, then I guess I got to put you in the same category as all the racist motherfuckers. There's only two ways around this motherfucker. Either you like the racist motherfuckers or you're not. Which one are you? And if you think that it's about black people, that's your problem, you're not intelligent that you claim. You're not as intelligent that you claim that you are. There's no way. There's no way that an intelligent white male thinks that the black person's the problem. There's no fucking way. Only a stupid motherfucker with no brain thinks that the black person is the white man's problem. Ah, shit. All I'm going to say is this, man. Let's say I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy, man. Man, my kids, my daughter and my son starting to listen to that rap music and shit. Even though rap music is not the only bad thing, but let's just stick with this for a sec. I got to stick with this. Because rated R, murdering in movies and shit's just the same. But we're going to just stick with this. I'm a white guy. And my daughter and my son are listening to rap music and they just they trying to mimic rap music and shit, right? I got two choices, really. The average motherfucker is going to get mad at the black rapper and say, hey, see, I told you it's a cultural problem, this and that. The average person going to get mad at just the rapper. Let me say that. He going to get mad at just the rapper and ignore the white superpowers who run the fucking music industry and make it to where only this music's been put out. To your white kids. I'm going to ignore that motherfucker, though. Because he white like me. It ain't him, it's the black rapper. You stupid. Stupid, man. That just shows how much of a small-minded thinking you are on, or what level you on. There's no way. I'm going to say this again, slow, for motherfuckers who don't get it. Let's just say I'm a white man. And my daughters and my son are starting to listen to rap because I got to go to rap because everybody can relate to this rap shit. Man, my daughter and my son listen to that rap music, man. You know, I'm just going to get mad at the black rapper. But I'm going to ignore the super white powers that run the fucking music industry and only let black rappers in that's talking that bullshit. I'm ignoring them. I'm talking to all you racist white men. Why don't you hold them accountable first? Why are you not going after them first? They're the ones that's funding the black rapper, you dummy. I'm sorry, but if somebody, I gotta go after the elephant in the room, even if I'm black, right? I still have a problem with Nicki Minaj and all that shit, but I got a problem with the elite too. I'm not saying don't be mad at the black rapper. If I was a white dude, I'm not saying don't be mad at him, but you got it. How can you be mad at the black rapper, but not the person who's paying these motherfuckers to do this shit? Think about it. If I was a rapper, I can only do as much as the distribution companies allow me to do. How's all this music getting around to all these kids? The black rapper don't have that power. All he did was make the music and take it to the so-called superpower white man, the distribute it all over America. Period. Same thing with drug dealing. All they do is sell drugs and say, who brought the drugs in this motherfucker? I'm not saying they right for doing this shit. I'm not saying black people are innocent, but who brings these drugs there? Who brings these guns there? And remember what I said earlier. A lot of white people die from hard drugs. Who brought them there? Did the black person do that too? Just one, and let me take a sip of my shit. I love busting these motherfuckers in their head. And I know they be watching my page. Did the black people bring these hard drugs in this country that be killing white people? Just one. And let's not forget about the suicide, shot in the head gun shit that a lot of white dudes do. Did the black people bring these guns here? I'll wait. Answer me, racist motherfucker that likes to watch my shit or talk shit about everybody except for yourself. Who brought the guns here? And the drugs? On the boats and planes, who? Stupid, you can't answer. All you're going to do is resort back to your little half step of your little baby bullshit step of black person, because you think that the elite are a part of you and they're not. You think Donald Trump and all them people are your friend because you look like them. Well, I got news for you. There's people that are really in the brotherhood of Donald Trump and them, you know, like Jay-Z and all them, and they don't care about color. All they care about is running and ruling over you motherfuckers. And they use color to do it. That's why you could cry, say race war this, race war that. You're in a race war already, dummy. They already got you in a race war. The greatest trick to fool somebody is to make them think that it's not something that it is. Make you think a race war is coming, meanwhile you're already in it. How are you already in it? Because you're already fighting amongst race already. Instead of fighting elite versus you. Instead of all races fighting elite versus all races, they want to fight against each other while the elite just sit back and watch. Stupid motherfuckers, bro. I swear to, man, I don't swear to God, but I swear on everything, bro. Bruh, you can't be this dumb. And these dudes, these racist guys, man, they swear they so smart and so intelligent. I can't tell. This is, I seen little white kids on videos point this shit out. 7-year-old little white kid pointing this shit out. And you still, your brain, old ass fucking grown man still can't get it. But the little kid can get it. How? He's smart. Man, listen, man. I can't make this shit up. That little white kid on that video was busting your head with the facts, man. Little ass kid. How he know, but you don't know. You should be ashamed of yourselves, man. I don't understand how you can say that. See, a problem is they want to take credit for build all this America shit. They want to act like nobody was involved with them, right? We built America. We did this. We did that. Even though air conditioner and a reefer truck and the smartphone and stoplight. I could go on and on about shit that really was made from black people. But let's just stick to this. They want to take credit for building all this America. You know what I mean? Let's just exit out the 400 free years of labor, slavery. We're just going to forget about that and act like we built all this shit. Whatever. They want to take credit for building all this, right? But they don't want to take all the credit for it falling. Because America's falling. The dollar's falling and all that. And that's why you see so much of them coming out now. The men, it's mainly the men. This is why they popping out everywhere and got something to say. They know that they losing their power in the country and the power over the world. So they gotta blame somebody. They can't look in the mirror. You know how they tell black people look in the mirror? They can't do that. I'm not gonna look in the mirror. I'm not gonna look in the mirror and see that my own race, the white man, is the one that's doing a lot of this bullshit. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna blame the black guy. The guy that has no power and all this other shit. Nah, man. It's craziness. And you got a lot of women who are with these men as their partners, they're going to fall for it. Unless they see a video like this and make them think, you know what? He's making a lot of sense. But until then, they're going to go after what these men are telling them to do. Like, be mad at the black rapper, not the white distribution guy. You know what I mean? And they always want to talk about violence, but yet you go to innocent countries killing Irans and everything for oil and try to act like these people was messing with you. And that's why so many of these Irans and all these other people are so racist against Americans. Because y'all going over there stealing shit from these people, man. Killing innocent kids over some oil, man. Crazy. But racist white men will never say nothing about it. That black guy on the street corner, don't you do that. You shot somebody. You shot somebody on the street corner. Meanwhile, the people who look like me went over to another country the other day and bombed every fucking body. But I ain't gonna say nothing about that, though. Racist. Racist, hypocrites, soulless, bullshit. Period, dog. You can't make this shit up, man. All I do is expose their asses. I don't argue with these people because I already know what time they on. We losing the race war. As long as there's a race war, we lose. Because it's not race. It's not race versus race. It's people versus the elite. It's people versus the elite. And it's the people that the elite control versus the elite. Same thing. It's not race. Because why? Because the elite is made up of all races. I've already told y'all motherfuckers that the 7 families of the so-called Illuminati was probably originally black first. That's why the so-called Pope kissing black people's feet and shit. So more than likely, believe it or not, the shock of your fucking life, especially you racist motherfuckers who claim the white man run the world and I'll beat you in the race war and all that. Them 7 Illuminati families who really run the world, they might have origins and be originally black people behind the curtains. Which is why your Pope bowing down, kissing his feet and shit. Kissing all these black people's feet in line. Kiss this one feet. Go over there, kiss that one guy. Y'all seen it. And then ignorant mother, why is the Pope kissing the black person's foot? Because your stupid ass has been programmed to believe that black people is nothing and this and that. Meanwhile, they probably was running the whole fucking thing. That's right. They probably run the Illuminati. Which makes them guilty as everybody else. Right? Oh, I just admit something. I just admitted that there's black people who's guilty. You see how easy that is, motherfucker? It's not that hard. But if you're a racist, I guess it is hard. I guess it's hard to admit that. Promise y'all, dog, if I have kids, I'm gonna let them know about rap music and shit. I ain't gonna be one of these people that, it's just, anytime a black person's successful, they want to say the white man has something to do with it and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I'm not one of those people. I'm gonna tell them the real. The real is these people have took money to sell out. Nicki Minaj going home to her husband, but telling women to be bad bitches and use men. It's, oh my God. Don't get me started. Please don't get me started, bro. Or rappers putting their kids in school and college and all that, but they telling the kids to go trap and this and that. They rapping about the life we really have to live or have lived. But they glorifying it and shit because that's how they get their money. They cannot get in unless they glorify shit. And this is another reason why you see basketball players dressing up like women and shit, selling out. Why? Because we want to push this agenda down to the kids. The basketball players they look up to, we want them to, like Madden 27 got the motherfucker with nails on it now. Come on, man. Y'all can't be this dumb. You can't make this shit up, bro. I swear to God. Hey, I'm done talking, man. I'm going to come back on some other shit, man. Whenever my spirit feel it. All I'm saying is, man, Do not be like these other people, man. It's not about black. It's not black versus white. It's not. It's all races versus the elite. That's what it is. And if you don't figure this shit out, by the time you dead, guess what? Your grandchildren gonna think it's black versus white. They're gonna think on a small P-minded mind like your ass, and think it's black versus white instead of everybody versus the elite. See, if I have kids, they gonna get it. They gonna get it. It's not black versus white. It's everybody versus the elite, because it is. Is there such, my daughter or son could be like, Dad, is there such thing as white privilege? I'm like, yes, there is, but every white person don't benefit from it. And it's not really the average white person's fault that it's there. It's actually the elite that use that or put it there in place to separate people. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. And if average racist or idiot motherfuckers would get this, they would stop denying that there's no such thing as white privilege. You can do what I do and this and that. Maybe they would say some shit like, there is a such thing as white privilege, but it's been put there to separate us people. But all of us don't benefit from it, and you still have a chance to somewhat do what I can do. But then maybe if me and you commit the same crime, they might give me more time than me or some shit like that. See, when you start admitting that the shit exists, you don't offend the other party. But when I don't exist, shut up, black dude, I don't want to hear nothing. Now you're pissing people off because they know that it exists. You can't say that it don't exist and these people are experiencing that shit. If I was a white person, I'd be like, it do exist, but I bust my ass just like the next motherfucker. I admit that there's some white privilege shit in this motherfucking world, man, but I bust my ass just like you, bro. Them motherfuckers will relate to each other more and have more understanding. But just to completely no, I don't exist, shut up, quit crying. You're a liar, because it does exist, because the elite put it there so motherfuckers would be separated. So you would have whites thinking that it's all good and all gravy, and we own everything. We got the bombs and everything. And then you would have the black people thinking that everything's against them, everything's unfair, and all this and all that. That's what they do, to separate motherfuckers. But if both people understood how they maneuver and how they actually move, you wouldn't be tricked by that shit. You just wouldn't. I know there's a such thing as white privilege, but I also know there's a lot of white people out here who I might be way well off than them. I also know that every white person don't actually benefit from white privilege. Yes, it exists, but that don't mean every white person walking around this motherfucker actually benefited from white privilege. Because everybody's not going to. But does it exist? Yes. Anybody that denies that, you're a liar. Some cases it could be black privilege, like the NBA. A lot of white dudes gonna get overlooked simply because they white. That's facts. That is not something I'm making up. But at least I admit it. Look, I admitted something again. Look how easy that was. In the NBA and the NFL, 9 times out of 10, the so-called white dude is going to get overlooked over a black dude, unless you're talking about quarterback position in the football or something like that. But that's not the point. The point is there's a privilege there. I'm not talking about the owners who own it. That's a whole different type of privilege and whole different ballgame. We talking about being drafted. 9 times out of 10, just by you being black, they're going to be looking at you they're going to overlook a lot of solid, good white players. Because that privilege exists. Now apply that same shit to jobs and everything else. Stop acting like it don't exist. Because the average person going to see my car with rims and shit and think I'm a drug dealer or the average black dude. Let's be real about it. They're going to think that. Or if I go to a job interview, by default, just because of what I look like and shit, they're going to think, ignore the fact that he ain't called off for 14 years, right? They're going to probably ignore that from the surface level. And they probably going to pick a white dude over me. Let's be real about it. 9 times out of 10, not always, but 9 times out of 10, that's what's going to happen. That's privilege. Or I can't reach for my ID without a cop thinking I'm reaching for a gun, or he's on the rims, he must be selling something, let me get behind him. But nah, that white dude on rims, nah, he good. And the white dude might have kilos in his motherfucking car, bro. That's privilege. It's also privilege that people don't look at you and lock their doors, or people don't look at you and think you're a thug or this or that. That's privilege. You can walk around and people think you're the best thing on earth. Oh, he a white businessman. He a white man. He gotta be a businessman and shit. You can even go as far as dating. The average girl is not going to look at Tawan and say, damn, he got more money than 90% of white dudes in America. She's not going to do that. She's going to look at him and think, he's just another black guy, this or that. That's privilege. Because now it's easier for you to get a wife and have kids and shit. How's that not privilege? Privilege is a whole lot of shit, not just one thing. And once again, people think on small level, black or white. Privilege could be a whole lot of shit. I just named a few scenarios. That's just a few. Let's just say, here's another good one. Since everybody say, you got the same opportunity as me, right? Which in a way I get it. I don't make excuses, right? But let's just say that there's a contract that clean houses or paint some buildings or some shit, right? And it's me and a white dude, right? Who you think gonna get that contract more than likely? Unless those people know, like I know Tawan, he ain't called off in 14 years. That motherfucker work ethic is super hard. But if they look on the surface, let's say they didn't know either one of us yet, and let's just say we pretty much even as far as the resumes. Who you think they're gonna get that contract to? Or let's just say I own a business and he owns a business and we sell the same shit. I've even seen white dudes in the comment section say this. If it's a black owned business, then I'm glad they say it's black owned, so I don't have to go to it and shit like that. But you get mad if black people say, hey, you need to start sticking together and support your own people. Like, come on, man, you can't have it both ways. That's what they do, though. But back to what I was saying. Let's just say me and another white dude got a business right next to each other, selling the same shit. How many white people you think gonna come in my shit versus his? That's privilege because your business booming. But let's just say under the surface that I really actually am the better businessman, far as like treating my customers and everything. And actually my product's more let's just say my product is better. It's the same product, but my product is actually more ripe or fresher or some shit. They not gonna look at it that way because that white guy has the privilege of being known as smart and intelligent, and he's the one you want to do the business with. The black guy, I don't know, man. He might be a thug or this or that. I don't know if I want to do business. See what I'm saying? That's privilege. You getting the contracts, you getting the customers. But really, let's just say I'm better. I'm the better businessman. But you getting the contract. Come on, man. Let's be real about it. That's all I'm saying, man. The shit does exist. That's it. Y'all have a good, let me get in this gym, man. Man, I hope that everybody has a great life. I really do. I hope the best for all of y'all, man. Racist or not, I don't give a fuck, man. I just want y'all to know that it's not the people that's your enemy. It's not the people. Even if there is and for black people, even if there is a such thing as white privilege, but you can't really blame the so-called white people for it. You got to blame the elite. The white people don't have the power to do this, except for like maybe somebody could have hired you instead of some other. I get that part. But overall, in a nutshell, they don't have this power. They're not the ones that created this. You got to understand this. So you don't be mad at them, and you could be mad at who put it there. You see how that works? If I know the truth, it sets me free. I don't got to run around, be mad at every white person I see, because I know who did it. So yeah, there's a privilege. Fuck it. We still gonna win anyway. I'm not mad at white. I'm not mad at Johnny because he got that contract before me. It is what it is. God go give me a better contract. I already know who put this in place. I already know who got it to where I'm not mad at such and such. He can get a wife easier than me. It is what it is. I'm going to get it. You see what I mean? I'm not going to get mad at shit like that. I already know what time it is being black, and I love it. I wouldn't change it for nothing. I love the fact that I'm the underdog. I'm not going to get mad at other people, though. They not the ones who put this shit in place. If I'm mad at somebody, it's the elite. Not my average brothers and sisters that are white, Mexican, Chinese, or whatever. I'm not mad at y'all. But I do have a problem when you racist, because if you racist, now I'm going to be racist towards you. I'm out.